But right now, I have two guests with me who are supporters. One represents the American Diabetes Association of Albany and Central New York. And then we have Angelo Mazzone. Of course, we were just talking about that, man. Were your ears burning?
They were.
Were they? Good. And you are also supporting the Tour de Cure. We have a big poster behind us. And the Tour de Cure is designed to raise funds for research, is that, or on hands? What exactly?
So the Tour de Cure is a cycling event that is aimed at raising funds and awareness for the American Diabetes Association, and ultimately allows us to continue working on our mission, which is to find a cure and prevent diabetes.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yep, and change the lives of those impacted by diabetes. So
because it's a life change.
It is.
Life changer. And you certainly can, through a diet, and I know that you have some wonderful desserts that last year,
yes,
a year or so, you brought in showing, or showed pictures of that are sugar-free?
Yeah, sugar-free.
Yeah. And how did you get involved, Angelo?
I've been involved for, I think, 5 or 6 years now. And it was, we donated all the food for the lunch after. And we did that for 2 or 3 years, and then I got involved in cycling. And
So you're a cycler?
I did my first ride, which was 25 miles.
Really?
The second one was 50 miles. So.
Oh my goodness! You got him into it.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
And we are the second largest cycling fundraiser in the country for diabetes.
Yes.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
right behind
Napa Valley.
Napa Valley.
I was going to say it must be California because
Yeah.
those are where all the
There
weather's
are-
better. Anyway.
And we're pretty close. I mean, we're pretty close to being number one. That's what
Yeah.
we're striving for.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? You got to just work a little harder. Maybe you'll be
Yes.
number one next year.
Absolutely.
There's over 90 tours across the country that support the American Diabetes Association. So Saratoga Springs Tour is number 2.
How do you see diabetes? I mean, we seem to find out that more and more cases of diabetes are coming up, and we do know the statins tend to up that a little bit. How do you see that going?
Well, right now they say there's over 29 million Americans, adults and children, affected by diabetes and living with diabetes.
And they're younger and younger. it
Yep.
seems.
Well, there's different forms of diabetes.
Yeah.
Type 1 diabetes, which is typically more of a juvenile onset, and then type 2 diabetes, which is associated with adult onset most times. However, they say if trends continue, that by 2050, 1 in 3 Americans will be diagnosed and living with diabetes. So if you look at the number of us in this room today, I myself am a type 1 diabetic, so I'm part of that statistic. But it will continue to grow. And out of our crew and guests here today, there'd be at least 3 of us, in the room diagnosed with diabetes in 25 years, and that's an alarming number.
It is, because it means a life change as far as what you eat and your activity, because the more activity, you're burning your calories. And I mean, there's so much. Talk about transplants and also with creating new pancreases. So that's a whole new research area that they're working on.
There's a tremendous amount of research going on for prevention and cure for diabetes. And one of the 3 things that the ADA focuses on is research. Our mission focuses on education, advocacy, and research programs. So the ADA is instrumental in funding ongoing research to find a cure and prevent this disease from changing people's lives.
Well, I know that having worked with diabetics over the years, the cost of insulin was like $20 a vial or less. And now we're looking at people who have to spend $400 or $500 a month.
Yes.
So this is the impact. And my daughter is a diabetic specialist. So you see that the cost and the toll that it takes on families.
Yes.
We really need to do something about that.
Absolutely. I mean, the financial cost of living with diabetes it can be exorbitant, especially for those that are underinsured or uninsured. And then the toll that it takes on family members and those living with the disease. It takes diligence, it takes patience, it takes care to watch your blood sugars at all times, to be aware of what's going on with
and
your
those
body.
scripts aren't cheap.
No, they're
You
not.
know, I mean, it used to just upset me when I have to sell them, and they were so expensive.
That's why the Tour de Cure is so important.
Yeah. Angelo, do you see that the ride is creating more interest, or do you think that the activity level of diabetics, we find out that blood pressure and diabetes gets helped with activity.
I think today most Americans and, people are doing more activity. They want to do more activity. They're either going to a gym or jogging or working on a treadmill. So this bicycle ride, I think, is great for everybody. I've always said this, not only is it a professionally rewarding thing to do, but it's a personally rewarding thing to do, to ride 25 or 50 miles.
And look at you, you went 25 and then 50.
That's right.
Yeah.
When we start training right now, usually I'm out on the bike, but today, with the snow, it's tough.
I know, that's true. But do you bike outside or inside?
Well, I usually bike outside, but I also I do spinning classes.
Oh, okay.
Starting now.
Yeah. So that's great. So,
Yes.
well, I hope that you have a huge success, and I love your poster back here. And I know we caught that on screen, and the event is on. It's been up on the screen, but we've been showing the photos as well.
Wonderful. We have some great photos, and a lot of those are due to the support of Angelo and his team, so we couldn't do this without him. Angelo is also the executive chair of our volunteer committee, so we're very grateful. The event is Sunday, June 5th. It's at Saratoga Springs High School, and this is the prime time. It is the right time to get involved, form a team. All the information on how to register and how to get involved is on our website. We also need volunteers, so if you are interested in being a part of it, www.diabetes.org/Saratoga. And we really hope to continue our success, raise $1.3 million this year with 2,500 riders and fight diabetes.
And where do you bike?
Well, there's.
You just don't go around the school.
No. There's 5 different routes, and that's probably one of the important things to talk about too. There's something for everyone at the event. You don't need to be an avid cyclist. You don't need to be training. There's a 10-mile route, a 28.5-mile route, a 50-mile route,
That's a marathon.
62, and a Century 100-mile route. Yep,
Yeah,
something for everyone.
Well, check it out, and at least go up there. Maybe you won't ride this year, but go up there and see what it's all about. Perhaps drop a little something in the donation jar.
That'd be
We would
great.
appreciate that.
And then I just want to add that if they need a team and they don't feel like they have a team, they can definitely sign up to Mazzone Hospitality's team.
Oh, good.
Yes.
So your team is going to be like this.
We have a big team.
They were one of our top 5 fundraising teams for the past few years. They're a
Great.
phenomenal team.
Great. Thank you both
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thanks,
It's always
Ann.
a pleasure.